We found out these are from my Glock, the TAC 35, which is a 40 cal. There was 2 rounds that came with it, and then there's 2 rounds in there that when the rep was here, he tried it, and it kept screwing up on him, and he's supposed to get back to me, seeing that it's been back to the factory 3 times. I happened to run into the one of the Glock reps here in Connecticut. I don't know what he was actually doing here. I wasn't going to ask, but I was able to talk him into coming to the range, seeing that it was only like 5 minutes from where he was. I had showed him the paperwork that it's been back 3 times. He tried it himself and had the same problem. So then he said, well, let me go back. When I get back down to the factory, I'll definitely look into it for you. Well, that's over a year ago, so he hasn't looked into it. Meanwhile, there's some more stories going on around here. Or rumors, I hope they're rumors anyway, that, hold on, I'm looking for an Allen Street here. How you doing, buddy? There's some rumors going around that our grand old Governor Malloy, the one that stated after Sandy Crook that he wanted to make Connecticut a gun-free state within 10 years. Now he's already made that known, and still we can't get the gun owners together to vote. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that, but the actual permits that have been given out since they've been giving out permits is over 1 million. Now, naturally, a lot of them have passed on, you know, so we don't have that many, but I can probably say there's got to be 500,000 anyway, or close to it. And still we can't get people to go to the voting booth or even show up for a rally. And I believe I mentioned it once before. I had took a couple of ILAs to a couple of my clubs, and the first question they asked was, who voted last term? And between the 3 clubs that they actually went to, there was probably maybe 160, 170 people. I really don't know. Yeah, I know there was like 70 in one and 30 in another and whatever. Maybe 125, 150 people. And we were lucky if 1% raised their hand, maybe 3%, I don't know, but very few. You know, 75 people, 70 people there, you may see 2, 3, 4 hands raised. You know, some of them I'm sure voted, they just didn't want to be known. And then some of the other ones, when they had asked, why didn't you vote? You know, the old timers would say, well, it doesn't affect me. I shoot trap. I shoot ski. I just hunt. So, you know, permit to carry or pistols, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. So, you know, and this is the answers that they give. You know, they're not there to support one another. I mean, this is a, I'll tell you, I really don't know. But anyway, the rumor was, just before the new year kicked in, that they are going to make changes in the way you reapply and renew your permits. And instead of it being every 4 years or 5 years or whatever it is nowadays, I don't know until I go up and renew again, they're talking $100, $150 per renewal, and every renewal will be treated every year as a new applicant. Which means every year you got to do the fingerprints, background checks, all that kind of bullshit. Now, I don't know if that means you're going to have to be recertified every year or whatever. Now, I don't care how good it would be for me if it was, because being an instructor, I'd make a killing. However, I would gladly forfeit my fees, or whatever I may make, to not have that law pass. All right? So, I haven't heard any more on that one. But what I did hear yesterday was that our grand old governor again is trying to pass another bill that's going to be no semi-automatics to carry no more than 10 rounds and not to have a removable magazine. So in other words, right now we can carry 10 rounds in our magazine. But what he's saying is, if the gun takes a magazine that can be removed, then it's going to be illegal. So basically what he's saying is, you're not going to be able to carry a semi-automatic. Again, these are the pencil necks, ones that have no idea what they're talking about, pushing these laws through. So, I mean, I don't know how a manufacturer is going to make a pistol that can hold 10 rounds in a semi-automatic form without a magazine. You know, what are you going to do? Feed them from below? Well, how are you going to do that if the follower is on the top side? Feed them from the top, like you do some of the rifles? Well, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah. So I really don't know what they plan on doing there, not unless they put a little sliding door up near the top on the handle, the grip. And you slide it down, you shove your rounds down in there on top of the follower, then you slide your door up so the shit don't fall out. Who knows? I'm just hoping that that isn't true. I'm hoping that it's just a rumor. Somebody heard something wrong. Somebody just misinterpreted something. But at that point, that's what I heard. So, but anyway, I got these off. Now I'm going to see which one's going to fit my holster and my person's best. I don't think I'm going to use this one. That's a little too big. So, but we'll see what happens. The holster is going to dictate as to which one of these I use. So. Alright guys, let me fart around here. I don't want to bother you with all this.